Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Var?
What's up?
What's up, Ben?
Nope.
All right, so Ben's got some news concerning Doctor Who merchandise toys, so what do you got?
BBC announced for their licensing that Titan has renewed their license for US, Canada, and UK for figurines, apparel, and gift novelties. And Funko has done as well for pop vinyl figurines, rock candy figurines, and novelties. So you'll get your Funkos and your Titans of Jodie and all that jazz.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's fantastic.
Too
Yeah.
little, too late, I say.
One clap you get. So that's good news, but the only thing is you're going to get the figures and stuff way after the series debuts.
Yeah.
You're not gonna really, I don't know what you're going to have before. Now, is there anything coming out, Ben? Like Big Finish or?
I'm checking the Doctor Who site. Sometimes we got Titan Comics for the 7th Doctor, issue 2, and Titans Comics 10th Doctor, The Road to the 13th Doctor. Now those comics do have the new logo.
Yes, because they're rebranding it because everything's all about the 13th.
Yeah.
13th Doctor.
Christ. They forget all the other doctors.
see
It's
what
all
else is
about her
coming
now.
out.
And yes, I did say that sarcastic as I could
Yeah,
possibly
I have to say this, and I'm not going to mention names, but I had some conversations with some Doctor Who sites because I was kind of concerned with the status of lack of news. And, you know, as, you know, for us to do podcasts and as well as everybody else, we draw our information from these wonderful Doctor Who sites that have the news, that report it, and it makes it easier for us to give you the news so we get them all piled together and talk about it and debate it and speculate and whatever. But when these Doctor Who sites just talk about birthdays, they don't even talking about theories or speculation, and it looks like they just have no writers anymore. It's like maybe we should send an email. So I did that, and from what I got to feedback from some of these sites is the fact that, you know what, not everybody is a team player. Okay? People are not working together to make this brand fantastic, or maybe I should say brilliant, because it's all about themselves.
And keeping everything close to the vest.
So in other words, Chibnall is not playing with others. He's not giving them a bone. He's not giving them a crumb. These Doctor Who sites are starving,
drying up,
and they're dying. So I want you to really understand the gravity of the situation. If you lose the Doctor Who sites because people lose their heart and give up because there's nothing to talk about and they're tired of trying, you don't have stuff like that to promote Doctor Who. If you don't have these Doctor Who sites to promote Doctor Who, the podcasts shrink because there's no information to go to the hosts of these podcasts. Okay? The biggest free promotion that the BBC has is us as well as the other podcasters and these Doctor Who sites.
Exactly.
And if you piss them all off and you lose them all, you have to pay many a dollar to put extra trailers out because you're not going to have the word of mouth anymore. So you should be able to play with others, and you should be able to share, and you should give them something. Something. I don't care if it's a new design for an Ice Warrior. I don't care if it's an actor that's special guest star. You need to,
or at least the first draft of what even the episodes are going to be. Because we all know that when they go to air, just because they say Doctor Who and blah blah blah, that's not going to be the main title. It may be a rough draft,
right?
But it's not going to be the main.
And
title.
we're also hearing, and this is I'm getting a rumor because they don't want to really say, but Chibnall is only letting people from the press that he knows, and he's telling them where he's going to be. He's not telling these sites can go out there and take photos or whatever. And these people are hogging the photos. And if you go to use the photos, you're going to get strike down or you're going to have to pay the money. So it's getting to be freaking ridiculous. And this is why you don't see on like all these big Doctor Who things any photos of anything because they're not allowed to use them. So again,
it's this fucking clique mentality that they have over there that's really going to be the end of Doctor Who.
Yes, it is.
Do they understand the fact that this is a community? This is not something that you can have for your own self. And apparently he thinks this is his own show. If you even had half of the amount of showrunner skills, Torchwood would still be on and have quality work. Honestly, and to be honest, Chibnall, you would not have been my pick as a showrunner. Mm-hmm. Your inability to do marketing, your inability to run a show, your inability at writing. I'm sorry. I might be wrong for this. He has to prove me wrong. I see things that you're doing in Doctor Who. You cannot manage it like a dictatorship.
No.
Because Doctor Who is not a freaking government. You have to have people working as a collective team. You can't micromanage every little thing people do. You can't tell your actors if a child gives them a toy or something for them as a personal gift to not open it.
Yeah,
that's a dumbass move. You basically is running a dictatorship on a show that you cannot dictatorship on. I mean, you are going to end up having a major backlash, which unfortunately you already have, even though some people are denying it. You also is going to lose fans when you get into the show because you don't know how to handle marketing. You starting from the backwards and working your way up when you're supposed to start at the front and work your way. That's the simple rules of marketing. He should know this, and he doesn't know it. So I feel that because he don't have no sense of what's going on, he thinks that he's still in God knows where he was when he did that interview. He's in that mentality because I bet he had a vendetta against Doctor Who a long time ago compared to that. He was showing signs that if he ever run it, it was going to be the strictest thing on television. I don't have confidence as him being a proficient showrunner. There are so many other showrunners that probably can take this farther.
Yep.
But you are showing me, and I'm sorry, people, I am unpackaging because I'm fed up at the fact that you won't work with people who honestly love the show. You are clicking everything. You have actors that you have worked with previous. You have people that you have directors previously. You have any guest stars that would suck your whatever, to get on. I mean, you can't even tell me that you did a proper audition because you're a click mentality.
Yeah.
And this is coming from me. This is not the opinions of everyone else. But if you have a click mentality, you are scared of anybody who has half of the amount of time as half of these people you have hired to come in and actually run the show. You also is showing that the BBC is also showing that you are losing faith in the actress you chose. You won't even let her do simple interviews. You won't even let her
open up her own shit.
And self-promoting herself.
Yeah. And we always heard this whole thing, hashtag feminism, when she was first picked. Well, where was all the hashtag feminism, hashtag misogyny when she was disallowed from going on tour? Where was the hashtag mentality when they introduced her, not unlike all the other doctors? Where's all this outrage? Of course, how can there be outrage when Chibnall's keeping things so close to the vest? But still, it gets out some way, shape, and form. Chibnall needs to know that if you're going to micromanage, if you're going to be such a dictatorship, you're going to destroy a show that's been on for 50-something years, and they're going to look to you, and they're going to look at the last showrunner going, okay, he effed up. We need to find some way to fixing this and making certain that someone like a Chibnall does not screw our show up again. if it means they're only allowed one season, and then once they've proven themselves in that one season, they're allowed to go further. That's what's going to happen due to Chibnall.
Let me just add something. What is it benefiting to Doctor Who to say that America can't have this?
Yeah.
Can't have that. Can't promote Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Can't have.
Exactly.
And not so answer me that question with Chibnall. Why? Why can't you promote it like you did before in America? You know, I went to Barnes & Noble today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I asked the girl
Mm-hmm.
where the Doctor Who Titans were.
I bet
God.
the answer to this.
Now, just keep in mind, they haven't had Doctor Who stuff in like 9 months.
Nope.
Okay? It's been phasing out.
Yep.
This girl looked at me like she had no idea what I was talking about. And she's probably about to ask me Grey's Anatomy, and I would have left. Because let me tell you something.
I'm not seeing any Doctor Who merchandise yet, Joe.
I looked. There was not one thing.
No.
Not one thing of Doctor Who, right?
No.
I went all over this. I went to the city, right?
Yeah.
I went to Think Geek. Now, Think Geek surprised me.
Oh, yes.
No,
Yeah.
Think Geek surprised me. They had this item. What the fuck was it? Some barbecue fucking thing. A huge ass sonic screwdriver barbecue shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That I got to show on. I put a picture on it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So they surprised me. They had a couple of things. I'm talking 4. That's a couple. Okay, and that's surprising. But you ain't getting anything else anywhere else. So
Topic
Chip?
one, not Topic Wonders,
Hot topic.
other
Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Hot Topic. Thanks. Yeah, I need to stop in Hot Topic to see if they got.
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah.
They don't
Well,
have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now another thing. They're angry at America for some reason. Russell T. Davis, Moffat, Chibnall, all together. Because it isn't just Chibnall now. Russell T. Davis and Stephen Moffat will not allow America to have a paperback sold of their work that you have to get an ebook, right?
Really?
What the fuck is that all about? Because let me tell you something. I was ready to give my money to have that. Okay? I said it's going to be the biggest selling thing ever when Moffat writes books filling the plot holes. And this is the first book he wrote that's filling the plot holes. So you better believe that shit's going to sell like through the roof. Why are you biting your hand to feed your face or whatever?
Yeah.
You would make so much money if you just sold it here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beyond belief.
Look at the Tenet era alone. How many
Well, it's mostly Matt Smith that when it became big here.
Yeah, but the Matt Smith, David Tennant era was pretty much where America pretty much was there.
But now they don't know what it is again.
No.
I asked nobody. Let me tell you something. It's like their memories were wiped. They look at me like I have 10 heads. They don't know what I'm talking about now. In fact, the next thing to go is the calendar. They're not even going to have a calendar in Barnes Noble now. Because that was one thing. The first step was getting a calendar.
A little calendar kiosk in the middle of the mall.
The first merchandise they got here was a calendar. Yeah. Once they got a calendar, everything opened the door. But now, if you start phasing out and you don't even have a calendar, it's over. So I'm telling you right now,
your own calendar.
This shit is, dude. You defeated the purpose. I'm trying to tell you like marketing wise, but the thing is, they don't want it promoted here. They don't want us to have information. They don't care about the Doctor Who sites. They don't care. They're only worried about over there. But you are destroying the brand.
No, let them go and have it. Because you know what? Somebody over here is going to make a show that is 10 times better than Doctor Who. Keep it up. Somebody is going to take their idea and flip it and have a successful show because they don't know how to manage over there. And if they don't want America at all, then don't put it in their damn storylines.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about civil rights. Don't tell about the 7 witch trials because see you don't like America. Don't put it in your storyline. Don't even do it. Because if you had any semblance of respect towards America, you would promote it over here. Most of their actors are doing conventions over here, a lot of conventions. You have a fan base over here. I mean, when Capaldi was here, it was a big crowd. It wasn't like your meet and greet type thing. It was, everybody loves Doctor Who. And when you suffocate a show like that, it's gonna blow up in your face. Nothing good can come out of this. You're gonna be another show in Britain that nobody has heard of again.
And it's also when, as a consumer, the consumer knows that they don't like you.
Exactly.
This consumer's gonna get mad and not buy your shit.
Or they're gonna actually, it's gonna be to a point where the fandom, unfortunately, you know, if this keeps going the way it is, it's gonna dry up. And then people are gonna start asking the actors to conventions. It's a trickle down effect. I mean, why would they promote a show where the fan base is dried up? Yeah, it's done. I mean, for nostalgia purposes, but that's not the point of them coming over there. They're trying to, in some small way, you see Capaldi's Tennant, you see Smith on some days, you see Davison, Baker, all of them. McCoy, they are promoting the show because they all spent time working on a show that they love.
It's April, and we have no effing idea. The majority of these episodes.
No.
Nothing.
No. And we won't until, because Chibnall is going to wait till the last minute to promote, because I guess I can't understand his line of thinking, because if you're proud in the product that you're about to show, I bet you $5, I would be promoting the hell out of her.
You think he's trying to run it just like he did Broadchurch?
Yes.
I want to tell you one thing though. Did they forget we have BBC America? Did you forget that? Because you're not promoting shit here. You're not promoting anything here. So, you know what? You're killing the brand. You're killing it. We're not doing it. Who the hell does thousands of casts like I do? We do. Yes, people do casts too, but I mean, we all do. We all contribute, not just my show. You're killing the brand. Killing it. You're doing it to yourself. You want it to end, obviously. You're just being polite about it, or you're being sneaky about it. It looks like they really want to kill Doctor Who.
Which would also kill the whole China deal.
And you know what? It's going to come out. It's going to come out. When this shit gets ugly, it's going to come out that there's disagreements and that you can hear all this shit right away. Yeah. Right away.
It's just sadness, you
know? That the women's logo no longer represents Jodie Whittaker. It represents all the female doctors that Chibnall will have.
I found out today that women know the women's logo actually is.
What?
Somebody made a good point that because the bottom line, like the last line to the bottom is kind of extended, they called it a film logo. Because it's when forgive the term, a butch female wants to relate to a female, so yes, that's a film logo. That's not actual female logo. And that was pointed out. Yeah.
Okay.
So that would make sense in the context.
Here comes the start. Now you know.
Yeah.
No, it's half the battle.
It's just hard because when I got into the fandom, I wanted to learn about classic series, so I got in via classic series, not the new series at all. Because I said, hey, there has to be more to the old shows I used to watch. So I enjoyed it. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And then Capaldi came along. It's like, yes, we finally got an older doctor. Let's see what he can do. And then it went all on shambles. They couldn't manage. Yeah. And then it's very telling that, unfortunately, if something has left a bad taste in his mouth, and we see that he's now.
It's called age discrimination.
Yeah.
It is.
He has time to think, and he's basically like, no.
Yeah.
So yes, Ben announced that we're getting new Titans for another year, I guess. They didn't commit to more than 1 year, right? One more year or whatever it is.
I think so. Yeah, I know the next
So
set's
1 year. Now here's the
Masters
thing.
set.
Here's the thing. Okay, it's gonna show because when these things start going clearance because you have nothing, it's over.
Yeah,
They already is.
It's gonna be over.
Wants to pay $10 for one little
Well, they already had it higher. Now it's going down. Now they are selling them dirt cheap individually. So no, forget about the surprise pack. People are just getting rid of them. People are. Let me tell you something. I've been on eBay and Amazon lately, right? Me and Scott were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
They are unloading.
Oh God, yes.
Shitload of Doctor Who now because people are selling their collections. They
if they're sold by anybody we know.
They are done. Okay, they're giving. I saw a John Pert tweet of this, right? Third Doctor for $2.
I have that.
Wow.
My goodness.
Wow. They are just running for the hills, dumping it. It's getting dumped.
I can't remember the last time I purchased anything Doctor Who.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna get that Tom Baker Blu-ray, but I'm gonna maybe wait and see if it goes below 50.
No, this was the last thing I bought.
The only thing that's probably coming out is the game, the Legacy game or wherever.
Oh, whatever.
Infinity, the Tom Baker Blu-ray.
So like the Bejeweled?
Yeah, it's the.
No one cares about that.
Well, except they got stories and Missy, Michelle Gomez does voiceover and that.
Yeah, they got Missy and.
They already did the trailer. They didn't even have her talking it at all.
And then there's going to be another third Doctor story that Katie Manning's going to narrate.
Oh, come on. So we're getting close to the 1300th Whovians cast. We're going to save it for something. Wow. Save it for something. And again, we don't want to be on here and be like,
no, we're not.
And all that stuff. We want to be happy. But you know what? You're not making me happy right now, Doctor Who and BBC and Chibnall.
And people are going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't say that. It's being
But when the BBC and Chibnall are keeping all they want close to the vest, what are we supposed to do? Oh, look. Oh, boy. She drank a thing of milk. Look, here's the cap to it. Yada, yada, yada.
It's being mismanaged. And
I'll be honest.
I do feel it's kind of sad that this Chibnall might have been the only person up for showrunner. And that
I don't think anybody. I think they made him choose. I don't think Moffat chose him. I think they made him choose Chibnall, and I think that nobody wanted to deal with that stress.
Yeah.
For now, nobody wanted it.
They have so much that they need to clean in their house. Like it's just
they just have no grasp of how long it should take to film, or the organization's terrible.
But yeah, and the simple fact is that also your first major mistake was clearing out everybody who has worked there for the past few years. You don't do that in a turnover. You switch showrunners, but you do leave some people there that actually know how to handle certain stuff or how to get around certain stuff. You changed out the whole department. People have lost their jobs because you brought your ego and you brought your team that you're comfortable with. You don't want you're not comfortable with people who are not in your little clique. I don't understand it.
They didn't want people questioning. That's what it feels like. Oh, these people are going to question why we're going this route. And we don't want people who question us going that route. We want people going, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, people basically is what's in there. And it's just horrible. And then you ousted Capaldi in the process because you wanted a woman, which I think is really wrong. If he was willing to do another season, you should have gave that out of while you get your act together. And this is
we would love to do Whovians cast every single night, but we can't. And it's not fair to the viewers. It's not fair to subscribers. It's not. You don't want to hear us complaining all the time, and we want to be happy talking about it. But if there's bad news, we have to report the bad news. So, I hope you enjoyed this cast. You probably didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of
watch the Everything Show.
Tonight.
Watch the Everything Show. Or if you want to come on here, you want to make it better,
Yeah.
come on in.
I mean, maybe
Door is open.
Maybe I have a fresh perspective that I'm not.
We are welcoming new members. So you just come on in.
Yeah.
You tell us how it's done or how positive it is.
Yeah.
You know. So maybe we'll have that tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
There you go. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Well,